What's going on, everybody? We are back again today with another King's Choice how-to video. Today we're going to be talking about the War of the Lions, second half of the event, Fortress War. Now, Fortress War, there's some insane scores right now because we've already been in it for 2 days, but let's get into it. So, this is what Fortress War looks like. There are going to be a number of fortresses available to attack every day. The object is to essentially just attack fortresses and attack enemy knights in order to gain points for the event. There's also the dispatch mechanic that is enabled when Fortress War begins. Dispatching your knights allows you to pick your attacking knights with their deployable skills as well as their defending knights for each day. Now, typically, there's smaller attribute knights that are put on defense, but since the introduction of skills, there's new strategies and new ways to play that have been introduced. So I can't show you any skills because we're already into the day. That's unfortunate, but there's a number of skills. I think it's 8 skills in total that you can deploy to your knights using 1 skill per knight per day. So the skills will range anywhere between being able to pierce through defending knights and do overflow damage to the knights afterwards, as well as doing bonus damage in case your attack is lower than the defense of the defending knight. There's ways to work and use and deploy your skills, but your playstyle is going to be different from everybody else. So that's something that you can go into and have a look at when you're ready on your server and figure out what makes the most sense for you. So being able to deploy your knights 1 knight per day to attack, 1 knight per day to defend. Your skills, you get 1 per day. Once they are selected, you can't change them. So once you're locked in and the day starts, you can't change that again. You can continue to change it while you're still in the prepping stage, which is any time before the event starts or after the event closes for the day. And then you can choose what skills, what knights, make any changes for the next day that you want to. Mercenaries are another thing. You can hire mercenaries using mercenary contracts available through recharge packs, and they're available from the $1 pack all the way through. Mercenary contracts will add 10 mercenaries to your fortress defense. And mercenaries are essentially just that extra little bit of buffer so that once all of your knights have been defeated, your fortress doesn't immediately fall. Other servers will then have to go in and defeat all of your mercenaries in order to burn down your fortress before you can rebuild again. So let's get into what attacking looks like. But before that, since I am the Vanguard, there is any Vanguard will get this rally horn option down here. Being Vanguard, you get to select what servers you want to target for the day. You can do a list of 5 different servers, and essentially when one burns down, then the horn just automatically rolls over to the next one. And every 45 minutes, if you don't like where the horn is selected, you can go back and change it again. So let's select some servers here. We're going to go that one. And there's a couple more here that I know have or typically deploy pretty big defenders. I'm pretty sure that was one of them yesterday. And then this one. So I'll confirm my selections, and then we'll see that the horn goes up. And then the timer, I guess, is 30 minutes, not 45. And then we just start attacking. And so in the enemy info here, it'll tell you how many knights on this fortress are still surviving, how many mercenaries they've decided to hire, and how many times they've been felled, and who's been attacking them thus far. Let's get into it here. So what you do is you do your provocation, you'll encounter another knight, and then just attack it. And then you do it again and attack it. Do it again and you keep attacking it. You'll repeat this process a number of times throughout the 3 days the event is going. So it can get a little bit redundant, monotonous, what have you. But that is the gist of the event. There are certain strategies and there are certain other things that you can do in the event in order to maximize the amount of points you get and or prevent other servers from also getting the maximum amount of points or felling your fortress quickly. This being one of them. These are the Conqueror Legions. Now we can hire 24 Conqueror Legions to attack all servers to deal enormous damage. And that's based on whatever knight and skill you have equipped for the day. So launching a Conqueror Legions costs 1,000 gold, and I'll show you what that looks like. So quite literally, it tells you how much damage you're doing to all the fortresses, plus if there's any bonus damage, and how many knights on those fortresses you defeated. And then it shows you your rewards afterwards. And then that is a random chance thing that pops up. So you'll have to just keep playing the event in order to make it pop up again, which may or may not happen too often, depending on your luck for the day, really. You're still competing for, now, the other half of the event rewards. So for this one, it's a king event. It's a king of creation title. And then your server also gets rewards too. The server rewards are actually pretty good in this one, either for a standard cross server event or the king cross server event. This one is a king cross server event, so there's more rewards to be had. So typically it's not as many as this than it would be for a duke. Typically it's about this. Even though this is rank 2, this is typically the amount of rewards that you would get for a regular cross-server event. And again, this one's a king, so there's going to be a lot more rewards to be had. But that wraps up our little how-to for the King's Choice War of the Lions Fortress War section of the event. Thanks for coming by again, and I hope everyone has a great day. We'll see you in the next one.